Happy lunch hour, gang. Okay, go through what's going on here, normal updates and stuff, but I want to kind of give you this. We can tell they are trying to juice the numbers however they can. The Department of Labor reported employment numbers this morning, and I don't think there's anybody in the country that believes them. That, oh my God, we created 254,000 jobs last month and unemployment dropped down to 4.1%. How convenient that, look, Bidenomics is working the month before the election, right? Because when the next numbers come out will be after the election. And of course, when they always revise the numbers, and I've shown you this before, it's like they revise the numbers down. What was it? 13 of the last 15 months, they've revised the numbers down and said, oh, we overcalculated, because they're trying to boost the economy. They're trying to say, oh, look, Bidenomics works. Oh, look, we're giving you a complete line of bullshit to make you think that the economy's doing good. And of course, the stock market went up 250 some odd points as soon as the numbers came out. And then the guys kind of looked at each other and go, do you believe it? No. Do you? No. And the market went right back down. Okay. But of course, now what you're hearing is because of this, and I know we get into economic stuff every once in a while, and you guys, some of you like it, some of you don't, I get it. But so now the Fed will potentially, instead of cutting rates 50 basis points at the next Fed meeting, we'll probably only cut 25% because a recession is no longer in the line. The job market's doing too good, so we don't think we're going to go into a recession. Really? Because what, for 4 years we've heard inflation's transitory, a recession isn't coming, a soft landing, all that sort of crap. Please tell me how much better you are now than you were in January of 2021. Anybody? Bueller, right? Okay. No, Bidenomics is a disaster. This is the Department of Labor trying to juice the numbers to make it look good for Kamala Harris so she doesn't have to answer for bad employment numbers, high inflation. Gee, how ironic that the longshoreman strike ended, right? Thanks to Ron DeSantis, like I said this morning. And, oh, what else did I say? Kamala Harris is going to come out and take credit for it. Guess what? She's already come out and said, look what we did. We got this taken care of so Americans aren't suffering. Oh, yeah, you forgot to go down to the Southeast to see where Americans are suffering. And, oh, yeah, you aren't doing squat for us, right? Okay, so just a little bit of economic news there for you. Do not expect anything to get better. But I wanted to get into you here the latest updates, something that I posted this morning just so you guys can see what's going on and know what is going on with donations, okay? So as usual, I will pull up the spreadsheet. All these numbers are as of 11 o'clock Eastern here on Friday, October 4th, okay? As of 11 o'clock, we had raised $197,525 through Give, Send, Go. I went to the bank this morning, to the post office box. You can tell I'm already going crazy today. $2,805 in the post office box today. So we're now at $5,820 that I have received in the mail. There was a check made out to Pinball Preparedness that got sent back as well again. So, and Cash App and the Bowling League numbers stay the same. So we have raised $207,722.25. The only new expenditure today is I spent $651.10 on 5 foldable solar panels, okay, 120 watt portable panels, kind of like the ones I talk about. I didn't buy the Hot Shot ones that we did, trying to conserve money here. Reason I got those, a lot of you saw the post I put up on the community board today that I've got 2 2,400 watt generators here sitting in my living room from Dabson that Grace asked me to review, that these are going to be released here for Prime Day, which is sometime next week. I will put up the review per their request on Monday, But I had asked her, instead of giving the one away, in the raffle like we usually do, or live stream, however you want to call it, if we could donate the one I review and the one that we were going to give away to the hurricane victims. And she said that'd be great. They'd appreciate that. And then, of course, because this ain't just me doing this is all of us, I wanted your opinion on it. And 99% to 1% out of over 1,000 votes or whatever said yes, donate it. I kind of figured that was what you guys were going to say, but I just wanted you to know when I review this thing, why isn't there a sign up for the live stream? Because we're giving it away. Okay, so you guys all agree, and that's great. Who the 1% of the people are with the cold hearts, I have no idea. I'm gonna guess somebody clicked the wrong thing. So I've got a little bit more faith than that. But yeah, overwhelmingly, obviously, you guys said that you want to give it. So the generators are kind of useless without solar panels to go with them. So I bought solar panels to go with each one of them. So when we can donate these, the people can actually recharge them. Now, in regards to donating them, I want to give you the idea of how I'm doing this. Okay, again, talking to Diane in Newport. Specifically, these are going to be given to individuals who have medical needs. I'm not giving them to any organization. I'm not giving them to a family that, my kids need to charge their phones so they can play their video games. Nope, that ain't happening. This is going to go to people who they're on oxygen and they need the electricity so their oxygen generator works. Maybe they've got a CPAP or something. We are specifically giving these to people who have medical needs. This is not so the kids can be entertained or somebody can power up their laptop. If they use it for that as well, that's up to them. But people are going to have to show us that they have a medical necessity for them. Okay. So just give you that. We're trying to do this with common sense, getting the stuff to the people that need it the most, a lot of you guys will understand this. We're trying to fulfill needs, not wants. It's like I told you about the car seat story yesterday. I don't care that they want car seats. Why do they need car seats? Well, their car might have washed away and their car seat was in it, so they need a new car seat. I'm like, well, if their car washed away, they don't need a car seat. Okay, those are not priorities. Getting people water, getting people food, getting people power. Prepper topics. Those are priorities to me, and that's how I'm deciding the distribution on this sort of stuff. So I just wanted everybody to get that. I also talked to Elliot today with Wellbots. He was on vacation. He just came back, and he said that they want to make a donation. I don't know what it is yet, whether it's going to be a cash donation to Give, Send, Go, whether it's going to be generator donations, whatever it would be. I'm trying to get in touch with companies to see how they can help us. A couple of you guys have reached out to me that companies that you do business with, either work for or whatever, are trying to get donations made. That's great. I'm doing the best I can in regards to coordinating what I can. I know a lot of you guys have asked me about coat drives and clothing and stuff like that. Please understand, this is me, Mrs. P, Michelle, and Randy that are trying to coordinate this. We are not an organization. We don't have warehouses. Please don't send me stuff. Then say, well, gee, can you give this to them? No, I can't, okay? Unless it's on a pallet, I can't get it to them. And in regards to clothing donations or anything like that, somebody else has to spearhead that. There's only the four of us that are making the contacts to do this. There's only so many hours in a day we can do it. We've got our contacts in Newport. We've got our contacts in Greenville. They've told us what we need. We don't have the time, the manpower, the anything to start adding on to coat drives or clothing drives or fuel drives or helicopters and airplanes or adding North Carolina or adding Georgia or anything to it. I mean, we're still small. if you've got those ideas, and I wholeheartedly endorse you guys doing it, but if you've got clothes that you want to donate, Google the churches in Greenville, or Google the churches in Newport or Asheville or Macon, Georgia, or wherever you want to send them. Call the list of churches. Hey, are you guys taking donations of clothing? I'd like to send a box. And you can send it directly to them. We just don't have time for it. Michelle, Randy, Mrs. P, and I are putting in 16, 18-hour days on this, trying to find stuff, coordinate stuff. We are specifically sticking toward food and basically supplies, but anything that we can take there has to be palletized. It's the only way that they can inventory it. So I really, really, really appreciate everybody's help. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shirk responsibility here. We don't have the bandwidth to do more than we're already doing. I mean, we're stretched to the limits as is. But thank you for everybody for your help. I wanted to give you the daily accounting on what's going on and a little bit of what's going on because obviously, Kamala Harris is out campaigning with Barack Obama today. Joe Biden, when a reporter asked him yesterday about the storm, he's like, what storm? Like, Joe, the one you flew over the other day, the one where you've got half a dozen states that are completely devastated. Oh, that one. Yeah, got it. Okay. Pudding brain doesn't have a clue. Kamala Harris couldn't care less. Okay. And FEMA, they're not doing squat. It's up to us, and we're doing it. Thanks, guys.